Welcome back.
I like our hat.
You remember last time I was telling you about Lucatiel?
Vaguely, yes.
This is Lucatiel's armor.
Oh, okay. I thought we were dressed like one of the guys from Bloodborne.
Now, I almost had us dressed as Marvelous Chester, but he looked a little too much like the Bloodborne armor.
For a second, I thought you were going to say I almost had us dressed as Captain Marvel, and I'd be like, that would have been cool, too.
And I have no clue who that right there is. He's just a dude with a katana laying there.
Clearly, it wasn't a very good katana. It was not Hanzo steel folded 1,000 times.
I mean, katanas in Dark Souls are really fucking fragile.
That's not surprising.
So this is the Grand Archives. This is the last area in the main game.
It's big old... We're going to shoot a bunch of nerds, aren't we?
That is a... You remember that boss we fought a very long time ago? The Crystal Sage?
Which one was that? What'd it look like?
The guy that just ran away.
Oh yeah, that guy.
He's got two brothers here.
Oh. So we're just going to go ahead and wipe out the family, huh?
Yeah, they're kind of dicks. I'm sure there's a lore reason for them to be here, but, you know, they're wizards, they're in a library. It makes sense to me.
Like I said, we're going to shoot a bunch of nerds. I mean, that's... You know, I gotta say, the fact that this seems utterly normal to us, if people weren't aware of it already, definitely cements that we're Americans.
Just random stuff exploding in libraries. We're living in an action movie.
Or middle school, I mean, whichever you want. Boy, we got kind of dark, didn't we?
Yeah, that's a little bit dark.
Well, you know,
So those guys have candle wax on their head.
Okay, do we know why?
No.
I thought it was just a white hood.
I think there's a lore reason, but I don't know what that lore reason could be.
I like that dude right there.
Yeah.
He wasn't bugging anybody, and then...
He would have dropped down. Yeah, you can see sometimes they have the candle wax on their heads lit.
Yeah, I noticed that. Does it actually mean anything if it's lit, or is it just this guy's head's on fire?
I guess it's just his head's on fire. There's no, like... As we go through the level, we can actually put some candle wax on our head, too. And there's no downsides to doing so. In fact, there's several upsides to doing so.
So I assume that's what we're going to be doing now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Excellent. I mean, I suppose it saves you the trouble of having to carry a lantern or a candle around, because, you know, you just light your head up, go read your books.
Wouldn't that be hot, though? Because hot candle wax kind of burns.
Never said it was a good idea. That kind of looked like Grey Rat.
Grey Rat is one of those guys. His corpse is here. We will not be able to get to where his corpse is.
Aw.
I will point it out when we get to it, though. It requires, like, this really precise jump. And every time I've tried, I've died.
I just no-clip over to him.
I don't think I have that option available.
Alright, I saw the word scholar shed skin, alright? What the fuck?
I think that was his candle wax.
Oh. So are any of these guys the scholar of the first sin?
No, Aldi is long dead.
Alright, well, we just encompassed my entire Dark Souls 2 knowledge.
You're making me have to do a Dark Souls 2 LP, aren't you?
Yes.
I mean, okay.
Oh, it sounds like you really twisted your arm on that one, like, oh no, don't make me play Dark Souls 2. I don't know how I'll ever survive.
Anything but my favorite game in the series. So the thing about the Grand Archives, as you've probably noticed, is really intricate. Like, each path loops back on itself, and there's 100 different little nooks and crannies. So you've really got to take your time going through it, and there are switches in here that I don't know how to open. You just kind of accidentally discover it.
Is it as maze-like as it appears?
I mean, you're seeing it. I more or less know where to go because I've been through here a bunch of times, but it's still... The bottom levels are really confusing. And we're gonna...
Alrighty then. Like, I just walk up and just the immediate prompt is just dunk head and wax? Like, well, I guess so.
Like I said, there are no downsides to doing so. There's the second of the crystal hats. Big hats or whatever they're called.
Oh, it's kind of dark in this room.
Yeah, it is. And there's a Black Knight. Now, Black Knights aside, there's only like a couple of them here in the archives. Those scholars we've been killing, if you have a candle wax on your heads, they don't attack you.
Did they? Whoa, okay, whoa.
And if you have candle wax on your head, those arms do nothing.
Oh.
Now, if you don't have candle wax, those arms build up curse very fast.
I figured they would just, like, pile drive you through the table.
No, lots of curse. But look, these guys can very easily see us and they're not attacking.
And they don't even seem to give a shit.
Like, look at that guy. He's right there. He's just like, hey, what's up?
Like, oh, alright, buddy. Thanks for the bullets. Have a good night. Read well, brother.
That's just because of the candle wax. There is no downside to going through this area with it on your head. Of course, I mean, there is a slight downside in that we no longer are wearing Lucatiel's mask. So when the candle wax eventually wears off, we'll have the normal headgear on.
Oh, it eventually wears off?
Yeah, it eventually crumbles and cracks and breaks. Siegbrow. So I guess Sieg was here before we were.
I wonder if he dunked his head in candle wax.
You know he did.
It didn't even do it on purpose.
Sieg's just like, well, this seems like a good idea. This just opens up an optional item over there.
How long does the candle wax last?
A couple minutes. Nearly opened that up. It'll eventually flake off. Hold on. I forgot to set myself away on Discord.
Oh, smooth. So does it have any effect? Oh, there it goes. Does it have any effect if you wear it into the boss fight?
No, the boss fight is a long enough way away that it's very unlikely you're going to have it. And the boss does not care.
I didn't know if they would... Because, I mean, From does all sorts of weird shit in their games. I didn't know if they'd have some, you know, kind of special reaction or something if you managed to do that.
I don't believe so. I've never actually tried it because I never thought to do it, but the boss seems incredibly unlikely to actually care about the candle wax. Fingarl's a guy from Dark Souls 2.
If you say so.
So we're heading back down to the second floor, where we just were. Solaire got that guy up on the bookshelf.
Yeah, but you got the shit out of him.
And you can see now when we walk past these arms, they're going to start building up curse. So you see those items down there?
Mm-hmm.
One of those is a very important item. Oh, that almost went bad. How long has it been since we had a real proper weapon upgrade?
12 videos or so.
I mean, a real proper weapon upgrade. Since the cathedral, right?
Mm-hmm. That was about 12 videos ago. Or 18.
Yeah, thereabouts. Been a while.
See, and you think I don't remember any of this stuff. And you're right, I just happened to guess correctly.
You could have rode that train all the way. I won't be using it straight away, but before the end of the video, we'll be busting out Avelynn. Avelynn is a fantastic weapon. It is one I have been low-key hyping up the entire LP. It's not a replacement for the shotgun, but it is a good companion to the shotgun.
Will we ever have a straight replacement for it?
Not until we're done with the actual hardest boss in the game.
Oh, and by the time that we don't need it?
Yeah, basically, like, just in time to show off against the final boss of the game.
Ah. So it's kind of like getting the Dream Seeker in Chrono Trigger.
It's just a bragging rights reward, or for New Game Plus. This is that thing we dropped earlier. Not sure if that was worth it.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, well, I don't think don't we need Twinkling Titanite by now?
Twinkling Titanite is what Avelynn upgrades with, yes. Or Avelynn. You see what I mean about all these different nooks and crannies everywhere? Seems like everywhere you turn, there's a little corridor to go down.
I was just wondering if you knew where the hell you were going, because I'm lost.
We are headed back up to the second floor, where we dropped down a minute ago. But there's still one more path we have not taken here yet. Alright, here's Avelynn. You know what that is?
We have a fucking MP5.
Yes!
Ah, spooky ghost hands.
So check this shit out. This is not upgraded.
I can't wait to upgrade that.
Firing triple shots. Now it chews through stamina like nobody's business.
Well, that's alright. We have things that can counteract that.
We do, and we also have friends to help us. It probably is not a great idea to use it during a boss fight, but for clearing out levels, it is unparalleled. This is where it really comes in handy having candle wax on your head. Because every single one of those books on the floor spawns ghost hands.
I'm surprised they don't do any damage to you.
I'm thankful they don't. That, by the way, is a vanilla thing. That was not added by Cinders. If Avelynn had been just a little bit stronger, we would have kicked his ass.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say we still kicked his ass.
Yeah, we did. He just would not have made it up that far. Yeah, I am quite excited now that we have Avelynn, because that is... I have been waiting the entire LP to show that off.
And what better way to make a machine gun better but then to add fire bullets?
Exploding fire bullets. By the way, turn the volume up and listen closely.
Is he sleeping?
Yeah, he's snoring.
Oh shit.
He just stole his casting wand. Fell asleep with candle wax on his head and his face buried in a book.
Hey, look, he lives in the Dark Souls world. He's got to be tired.
So this area over here is actually where an optional path ends. That for later. Now we have a shortcut.
Alright, that guy's sleeping or dead?
Dead. Maybe.
I cannot wait to see this thing, upgraded.
So yeah, this is where an optional path actually ends. And we'll be seeing that optional path in either the next video or the one after. I think it's the next video. Because believe it or not, we're actually almost to the first big checkpoint in the Grand Archives.
Oh, we're making pretty good progress then.
We are.
I say we like I've done anything.
I mean, you're here along for the ride. That's close enough. Here's me not realizing I am out of mana. But yeah, the Grand Archives is... It's complex, but it's not very long, I guess.
At least it's not a teleporter maze.
Oh, thank God. I don't think any Dark Souls area has done a teleporter maze, and thank God for that. Can you imagine?
Dark Souls 4. Nothing but teleporter mazes.
And there goes Ferald. He's going to attack that thing.
Hey, he tried to fucking Goomba stomp it.
I think the switch to open those bookcases up is down there in that, but I just don't care enough to go down there. Because this right here is the first checkpoint. First I thought it was blocked, but there's a switch right there.
I was trying to wonder why the door wasn't going to open.
And we are right here in the lobby of the Grand Archives.
Oh, alright, cool.
So the bonfire is right there. And that's actually where this video ends.